Here we go, everyone. Here we go. Here we go. So I keep being asked when I'm going to create an online character because people want to play with me. I wanted to create it this morning, but I was told the server was down for maintenance. So we're back to the offline character here. All right, let's keep on going. Been having fun with this guy, so I'm fine with it, to be honest. All right, let's go with the siege. Let's get her done.
Not happening.
Okay, I think what did I do? Oh, we're good. We're good. What's up, Faulty? Good to see you. Good to see you, Faulty.
You are beneath me.
Not happening.
Oh, they are there.
Not happening.
All right. That was a good start. Huh. Made some build changes, made some gear changes. Still kind of tweaking this build a little bit. And I still didn't get around to doing my loot filter. As you can see, I'm looking at everything again. All right, let's take a look at this. Okay, we're done.
Yes?
And I don't think we're going to keep that either. Nope.
Take care.
Okay. Front the Baroness. We got here. That's an interesting one. I haven't done that one yet. Let's do that. Hello, Joey. Good to see you. What's up, Jason? I've always said I love this game. I think it's one of the most underrated games out there. It just took them quite a while. They're a small studio. It took them quite a while to get season 2 up and going, but I'm glad it's here.
Not happening.
Let me bring it out of there. And that. And we didn't. That was bad. We weren't paying attention and we stood in the first one too long. Well, that one ended quick, didn't it? That's the first time I've seen that one. I do not. I'm not. Yeah, I didn't look at Oblivion. I'm not interested in that game, to be honest.
Not happening. Not happening.
The heck is that going over my head? I see it. Thing didn't want to die. This is an offline character. This is an offline character. That's why I have it, because the servers are, the very first day it came out, the servers were having issues and I didn't want to deal with it. So I created an offline character. I actually was going to create my first online character today, thinking that by now the servers are settled down. But as you mentioned, they were down again today for maintenance. So I'm like, okay, I guess I won't. That's weird. What? This is a weird map. Never did this map before. This is a very strange map. Okay, that's...
Fantastic work.
So this is what you're getting. You're going to the gambler. Okay. Interesting.
How about those? Yeah, lucky you.
Directly use a bow ability and hit an enemy. Gain 5% increase back for speculative 10 times. It's a nice bow. Let's do another one. Oh, we can't. That's all we... Oh, no, we can. All right. Okay, my daughter's texting me from California. Something's going on. There we go. Sorry about that. Stability with the servers. It might be. I know that people keep asking me to create a online character so they can play with me. So I thought, okay, I'll do it today. Perfect day to do it. And sure enough, they were down. So I'm like, I guess I won't. All right, so this is a really weird map. First time I did this gamble map here. That's a new map that I've not seen before. Yeah, we'll take it and sell it.
Yes. Take care.
Tunes of experience. Well, let's go do this. No, this is my offline character. I don't have an online character. I was going to create one today, but the servers were off, so. Oh, now she wants to know about May 10th. What is that? All right. Oh my goodness. My daughter's just driving me insane right now. Thinks she got it answered though.
Have you? You shall die trying.
Not happening.
I am a god.
stuck right there.
Not happening.
Come on.
Not happening.
Ah. There we go. No, I don't need a power level. I like to just run it. I mean, thank you though. I appreciate the offer, Jason. But yeah, I'm usually pretty happy just doing it the hard way, to be honest. I'll get him. I'll get my online character created. He'll get leveled up really quick. It'll be fast. I've been trying to. I wish they would change their snapshotting in this game a little bit. I don't like the way they. It's just kind of funky the way they do it. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next. I don't think we've done anything over here yet. All right, here we go. Need to make some more changes to this character. I did a couple pieces of gear and but his gear, I mean, not his gear, his skills need to change a little bit. I am starting to see that we are probably going to have to have a melee like shurikens or something in here. I know a lot of people like using smoke bomb. I don't really like it. I leveled with smoke bomb, but I didn't really like it that much.
Not happening.
And the reason that I was not using any melee skill is because I've been really using my detonating arrow as kind of a way to hold things off. But it's, as we progress, it's not quite fast enough to do what I want it to.
Not happening.
I use my flurry when I need to heal, because my flurry will heal me. It actually works pretty good. I just need to speed it up a little bit more. There's a couple skill points that can help me do that. I didn't want to grab that one. That's all right. So the way, and I don't know if people understand how it works, but there is snapshotting in this game. I've been asked that before, and it is kind of a cumbersome, unless you're doing monoliths like I'm doing now. Doing anything other than monoliths and trying to snapshot can get a little bit tricky. So basically, what it is you would go into the monolith wearing one. Let's say you're a necro, right? You might come into the monolith wearing really strong minion gear, right? So you would come in, you would wear that real strong minion gear, pop your minions, and then you would change your gear to your normal gear. That's how they do it in this game, and I just think it's very cumbersome, I think. Especially if you're not in a monolith, because you're gonna have to pop it a few times. Whereas in a monolith, if once you pop your minions, they'll stay. You won't have to repop that gear again. Outside of a monolith, you're gonna have to pop it again. They need to change that, and it's kind of, I'm surprised they didn't, because that got written up quite a bit during season 1. That people were wanting a change to the way that works, but it's not changed at all. And it really, people are really only using it for a few builds. I know anything using a minion build is probably using it. And maybe even a couple paladin builds might. I'm not sure. I've never played a paladin, but the way I look at those when they're playing it, I can see where it could probably have an advantage if it used a little bit of snapshotting. Again, I guess it would depend on the build you're using too. Okay. A lot of daggers dropping today. Holy cow. Daggers everywhere.
Not happening.
Let's pop this guy. Okay, it's conquered. I just want to clear everything out here, get as much XP as we can. Let me see what this is.
Not happening.
Ah! Yeah, I know I'm not going to play D4. Yeah, I left the program, the partner program, and I am done with it. I think a lot of people will probably be done with it after they play Season 8 and they find out that only 10% of the people are making it to Torment 4. Yeah, I'm done with Diablo 4 for sure. Will not be going back to that game. They actually, I talked about it yesterday. They contacted me over the weekend, and I'm like, nope. You can ask me all you want. I'm not gonna come back. I told them. But they keep asking.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
Yeah, this game, I'm surprised that it's not for console, actually. I really am surprised. I feel like they're giving up a big player base by not supporting that. I've had a lot of people say the same thing, that they want to play it, but they don't want to play it, you know, they don't have a PC able. They want to play it on a console, and I'm surprised that they haven't supported that. They are a small studio, but I am surprised because that's a big player base that they're giving up for sure.
Not happening. Not happening.
Okay. Oh, you're still there, huh?
Not happening.
Most people, when they're doing this build, and you don't want to copy my build right now because I'm still working on it, but most people are using smoke bomb
Not happening.
and they're using shurikens, however you want to say it. So they got some melee damage and they get a few buffs from, and some are using decoy because of the buffs. Again, I don't. Now, I'm not saying that I won't, and I was thinking about pulling my hail of arrows out. It gets procced automatically, and putting shurikens in, because I did yesterday run into a couple times where I ran into a big crowd and I could have used a little more melee damage. Let's see. We're gonna go jump in there now, I think. Whoops. Okay, let's go find it. It's over here somewhere. We passed it. Started a mage. I actually wanted to start an online character today so I could play with you guys, but the server was down for maintenance, and I'm like, okay, guess I'm glad I have this offline character. A mage looks like it would be a fun character in this game. I've never done a mage, but it looks fun.
Not happening.
So I use my Heartseeker here for kind of a scout, because it will go, and I can tell by the direction that it'll go where the enemy is, if they're hanging off the screen, which most of the time they are. stood right in that.
Not happening.
And most of the time, if I have to heal, all I gotta do is go to my flurry, and it'll heal me. Not very fast leveling with the Ice Mage. Really? That sucks. Definitely leveling, especially early game, it's nice to have a character that you can just clear screens with. It is very, it's got that, it's definitely like most ARPGs right now, you know, they definitely look a lot like PoE, PoE 2, Diablo. What I like about this game is, first of all, the crafting is incredibly good, and very simple. But the other thing is the end game content is terrific. They've done some really good stuff with it. These. Why did I not pick that up? Or that up? Or that? Huh. Didn't see those. I don't care too much about the gold. The gold really is not that necessary in this game. Unless you're buying, which I bought a lot of stash tabs already. Or if you want to buy shattered stones, then you'll need gold. So you got to kite them for mage to be able to. So that's interesting. I think this character was super fast screen clearing, which made the leveling pretty quick. I don't know what I'm going to do for my next character, to be honest. I still haven't decided. That's why I was going to create it today, but with the servers being down. See, he's throwing shurikens right now. This is what I was tempted to add to this build, because it needs a little bit more melee. Oh, you're going to throw that at me, aren't you? Thank you, Nikki. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate it. Let's go this way first. Okay, let's grab a little bit of gold there. There we go. Thank you for the follow, Sky. See, I was this morning, I couldn't even log on to the online server at all. So this is my offline character. I couldn't even get on. I was going to create an online character today. When I first started the game, very first night it was released, I went with offline character because I knew the servers were going to be an absolute issue. Oh, you idiot, standing right in that. Smart.
Not happening.
Let's see. Okay.
Not happening.
Brad, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Been terrible today. Yeah, the Heartseeker's been fun. It's definitely a neat, like I was saying earlier, definitely different than everybody else's build. Most people are using shurikens and smoke bomb and a lot of different stuff. I'm really just pretty much going without any melee, which sometimes isn't the brightest. Okay, well, the dagger, I don't even know why I picked that up. Let's go. I have another one that I wanted to do first. Let's go see where it is. It's easier if I just do it down here like this. There we go. Which one was it? Drill strike dagger. Armor shred, that was the one. Increase. I didn't want that. Yeah, that sucks. All right, well, that's life. That's how it happens. Some of these, this is the one that we don't. No, that's not it. Got a lot of idols. I'm gonna have to go through those again. I've already done it twice. Kamara, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I had like, for me on launch. Yeah, I'm playing offline Salazar. This is an offline character. Very first day I created it. A very second that it launched, I created an offline character because I knew the servers were going to be a problem, which they were. So yeah, I am playing on my offline character. I don't even have an online character. I was going to create one today, and the servers this morning were a problem. It said it was down for maintenance, so I just booted this guy back up. This is all I've been playing is this offline guy.
Yes.
Let's see. You're gone. You're gone. Gone. And don't want you. Okay. Yeah, I don't have my loot filter set up at all. I just said that this morning. I need to get those. Oh, thank you, Josh. Holy cow. I need to get those that done, the loot filter. It is something that I keep saying that I need to do. I've just been very lazy.
Take care.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna throw that in there for now. And we're gonna keep going. Shards, glyphs. All right, what do we got? We're gonna have to do something here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, you can copy and paste loot filters in this too. If you go on to the internet and just do search for last epoch loot filters, you'll see a whole bunch of pre-made loot filters for different types of builds and stuff that you can just copy and paste them right into this game as well. But you're right. I think the way this one, it's cool that it's built in, but it is kind of a pain that you have to go through every, like you said, every tab. But you can copy and paste if you can find one that you like online, which is not always easy either. What do we want to do here? This is the one I've been thinking about dropping. I don't have to have it on my bar. See, that's the thing, is because I proc it automatically just because of my arrow of my, because of this. But let's see. Smaller area, shorter duration. Will last longer, and only one at a time on that one. Might want to go with Shroud, but let's see here first. Okay, that's what we'll go with. Yeah, the loot filter is a little odd in this. I mean, it's cool that it's built in, but you're right, it is a little bit. That's why I'm lazy and haven't done it, because it takes a little bit of effort. This is our third monolith now. 2 we've got pretty much completed out. I mean, you can always go back to them, but
Not happening. Not happening.
okay.
Not happening. Not happening.
Really wanting glyphs. I do a lot of crafting, and I really use a ton of glyph of hopes and a few others. So glyphs, I'm always searching for glyphs.
Not happening. Not happening.
This is Last Epoch, Mr. Alex. Last Epoch. This is Last Epoch. Yes, sirree. It's a great game. I think it's one of the most underrated ARPGs out there. Honestly, it's just a superb. The way they've done it is just so good. And for a small studio, very impressive. Let's look at that bow. I want that. Thank you for the follow at Mr. Alex. Appreciate it. Okay, so we're gonna go back up this area. We're gonna need to go in here, but I like to, and I recommend you do it, clear the monolith first before you go in. Some of the tougher enemies are usually inside there, so if you can get the credit for having this cleared before you go in there and maybe accidentally die, it's just way smarter, I think. Bow attack, bleed, damage over time, leech. Gosh, that's a minus 13 a hero. That's a nice bow. Just you give up a lot of other things. No, it's not free. Yeah, it's not free. It's not a free game. But once you buy it, you got, you know, you never have to pay again. It's all seasons are free after that. This is actually season 2. I'm not sure how much it is because I bought it way back when it first came out. Yeah, I'm not sure about the price. Not sure how much it is.
Not happening.
I'm gonna guess 40, 49 maybe? I don't know. I mean, I'm just guessing.
Not happening.
I gotta do my loot filter. As much as I don't want to, I have to. Because I really hate stopping and looking. Boy, he kept that buff on me the whole way, didn't he? I thought, let me see. I don't think I have my Steam up right now, but yeah, I don't think it's that expensive, but again, I don't know because I bought it such a long time ago. I think it originally came out in 2019 with season 1, and that's when I purchased it. I think it's one of the most underrated games out there, and right now the playership is way high because everybody's so unhappy with PoE 2 that all the player base left and started playing this game, myself included. Okay, was that? Let's see. Is that everything? It is. So let's go up here. That's it. So now the echo's done. So now everything we do from this point on is just gravy. All right. The echo is now completed. Or the monolith, I should say. So now if you were to die in here, you've got credit for the completion. So that's why I recommend that you get as much done, clear the map before you come in here. And a lot of times you'll have it completed before you ever come in here. I really like that ward decay, so we're gonna grab that. I've been trying to build my ward up now. People have asked me, I explained it yesterday what ward is. Ward is this number right here. It's kind of like a shield. It's kind of like a bubble, not a bubble. It's kind of like a shield, I guess is the best way I can put it. And this is my ward right here. So if you come down here, you'll see that my ward retention is 19%. You want that to be higher. And then my current ward is 229. You want that to be higher. So yeah, it's one of those numbers that you're going to start wanting to build. The later in game you get, the more you want to start building that number up. Now, if you can smoke everything down so quick that you don't need it, that's best. But as you progress in the game, that gets harder and harder to do. Trying to be picky about those relics now, because man, I've got so many relics, it's unbelievable.
Not happening.
Probably shouldn't have ran into that mess. As long as I use my flurry in here, I can keep myself. Oh, I was just gonna say I can keep myself healed, and that guy just banged me right there. Wow. Well, see, that's why you want to complete the monolith before. Wow, he hit hard, man. See, but we still got credit for it because we'd already completed it, and I just wasn't paying attention, and I was bragging about how as long as I use my flurry, I can stay healed, and wham! He slammed me.
Yes.
Okay, don't want you. Don't want you. Probably want to keep you and want to keep you. This bonus take critical strikes, armor, increased area for area skills. Goodbye.
Take care.
Oh, awesome, Mr. Alex. Cool. I know this morning the server was down for maintenance, so hopefully it's still not down. And the way I'm playing is I'm playing an offline character. Keep asking me that because when this initially got released, what was it, Friday or something like that? I knew it was going to be a nightmare with the servers, like every game is when a new release. So I created an offline character immediately. But keep in mind that if you ever create an offline character, you can't move it to online. You have to create a new character for online. And I was going to create a new character this morning for online so I could start playing with you guys. But the server said it was down for maintenance. And I'm like, okay, adios. Went right back to my offline character. Let me see something here. Those are all good. All right. I don't understand how that guy smoked me like that. I wish I could have. I'll have to play that back later because that's. He just bang. I was gone.
Not happening.
Okay, first time I've seen that in one of these as well. And another one. So let's. I'm glad to see they put a little bit of diversity into this end game content now.
Safe travels.
It's interesting. Might have been in the original. I just don't remember it.
Not happening.
Belt of Sparks. Don't want that. Mace. I actually was debating. I was looking at creating a Beastmaster build if I was going to do an online build today. That was actually where my mind was at, and then the server was down for maintenance, so I ended up sticking with this. My offline character. Which I really like this character a lot. It just needs a little bit more work.
Not happening. Not happening.
Yes.
Not happening. Easy. Too easy.
All right, it's over here. Thought we cleared this. I guess not.
What brings you here?
Okay, now we have to defend the town from the call. I do remember this one. This was. I do remember now. The whole defend the town part I remember. As soon as that popped up, I do remember. This was in season 1 as well.
Anyone could get that one.
It's going to send me to the other side here once we get this side done. If I remember it correctly. Okay, go to the town square. Right here.
Not happening.
This is where the boss is going to be too. He's going to spawn here. Oh, that was the boss. All right. That was a pretty simple boss. Okay. All right. That's it.
Yes. Yes. Take care.
Okay, so I don't know if I've ever explained it to you guys, but you see these quests over here, these will unlock as you progress, right? And you have to do it till it goes all the way through and resets the timeline. Okay, timeline reset. So you're going to do these multiple times unless you just hold off and don't do them until it gets all the way back, all the way to the end, which you can do that way too.
Not happening.
Now I have a helper here because of the woven tree that I've got. Some of the choices that I made gives me a helper every now and then. It's like I don't, it's random when they're gonna occur. Oh, see, you want to always get these loot guys right here, little loot.
They never stood a chance.
Okay.
Not happening.
A lot of nice pieces right there that I can't use.
Not happening. Not happening.
Uh-oh. Come on, get them all out here. Pull them all out. There you go. I got sketchy. Got sketchy. All right, what do we got? More damage. That's a nice piece. So let's.
Through them like butter.
I'm on the my offline character. I'm playing my offline character. Awesome Blossom, yeah, I'm playing my offline. Same to you are. I'm playing my offline character. I created an offline character the second it was released because of I just anticipated they were gonna go through some server issues, like nearly every game does when it first comes out. So I'm playing my offline character. I don't even have an online character yet. I was gonna create one today and I saw the servers were down and I'm like, oh, thank God I've got my offline. Now you can't move an offline character to online. It's just once it's offline, it's offline. But in circumstances like this, it's why it's perfect to have. All right, good. I gotta do my stupid loop filter. As much as I've been putting it off and just being lazy, I have to do it. just so much easier. All right, so what do we got here?
Not happening.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it because then when the servers are ever down for maintenance and you've got a game fix you need to get your game fix on, you can still come in here and play your online. Like I'm gonna create it offline. I'm gonna create an online character for sure because everybody in my chat's been wanting to play with me, which I used to do with the other games. So I just got lucky and I knew the studio being small, I knew they're gonna have a rough time at initial release. So this way I can I'll create my online character here later. And then I always have this character to come back and play when the servers are down.
Not happening.
Now, some people have told me they've had problems going to offline mode, but I have never noticed it. Now, the way I do it, though, is as soon as I just go from Steam and just choose offline mode from there. But I've had a couple people tell me they were having issues creating an offline character, which was interesting to hear. I've had no issue at all.
Not happening. Not happening.
So offline's not working for you. So let me tell you that if you try to do an offline, and this is what people have told me. Let me see if I can walk you through here. And I'll show you a way that you can do offline very simply. It does give some people some problems if you do it in one specific way, and I'll show you once I get this cleared out. We're just about done here. Just about finished up. All right, so let's go up here. So once I leave here, I can't come back in. So let's see. And I'll show you how I do it. Okay, we've completed it. We don't need the bonus. We're fine. All right, let me show you. So here's how let's grab this stuff before we leave because it'll reset. Let's grab this. Okay, let's exit the game. I'm going to exit all the way to my desktop, all right? So here's how I do it. Exit game. All right. Bring up your Steam. If you try to do it from the game menu, if you try to do it from here, if you try to do it from the game menu, that's where people are having a problem. So if you come here and go to play, right, hit play, it's going to ask you here, choose this, play offline. Don't always use this option. Just say play offline, say play, and then it works every single time. It'll work every single time you do it. Yeah, I need to do my loot filter. It's just I don't want to go through the whole setup process of it. It's like such a pain, but I need to. I'm being lazy. I need to. Now there is one bug here that I've reported to them repeatedly, and I don't think they fixed it, but let's see. Oh, there it stayed. And now you can go in and you can play offline, Porsche, if that helps. So that's how I do it. If you do it from the game menu here, people are saying it's giving them a problem. I haven't tried it that way. I've always just done it that way from Steam. So hopefully that solves what you were going through there. Yeah, I need to do my loot filter too. The problem with the loot filter in this game, I love the fact that it's built in, but what I don't like about it is I gotta go through every single, gotta go through all of these things. And it's just add condition. It's just a lot of work, and I'm lazy right now. But yeah, I need to do it myself because I am getting tired of seeing all this gear. For a while, I was fine with it because I was grabbing different stuff for crafting reasons and things to break them. But yeah, pretty much done with that now. Did I not choose that? I just swore I did. Doesn't like it, does it? Oh, we're already here. Where the heck are we here? That's weird. Oh yeah, we're here. Duh. Okay.
Easy. Too easy. Not happening.
Usually when my character starts bragging about being easy, that's when I die.
Not happening.
Oh. Yeah, I want to create an online character. I don't know what I want to do yet. Again, I'm looking at all different kinds of things. I really kind of was looking at the Beastmaster. I was looking at a Shaman. Several different options that I like. I don't want to do, I don't want to do a witch because I did a witch a lot in season 1. I also don't really want to do any sentinel builds. It's a build that it just doesn't really, but we'll see.
Not happening. Not happening.
Where did you guys jump out of here? All right, that one's conquered. Let's go. Oh.
Not happening.
Okay. So what we're after is glyphs. We want glyphs, glyphs, glyphs. Give me glyphs. I can really pretty much kind of speed clear this,
Not happening.
but I leave a lot of junk on the ground doing that.
Not happening.
Especially when my little helper ends up showing up. He's kind of random when he will or won't, but when he does, you can really kind of just run through this because he's going to take on he does a good job. He's actually way more powerful. When I chose that option into my woven tree, I wasn't sure how he was going to be, but he's actually been really good.
Not happening. Not happening. That was close. Not.
I didn't look at what that was back here. What was that? Body armor.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
Okay. Think we left the middle. Yeah, we did.
Not happening. Not happening.
Okay. I think we're just about done here.
Not happening.
Got the bonus already. We are missing something. I don't know what it is yet. Oh, no, we got it cleared. Okay.
Not happening.
All right, so it's cleared. Let me take a look here. Oh, I hear something coming. All right, let's take a look. Oh, we cleared it when we shut it down. That's all right. Okay, let's go. We're done.
Might have to drop some. Might have to drop something.
Okay, we're full.
Yes.
It's interesting. Okay. Acid blast, throwing attacks. I don't use any throwing attacks, although I've been talking about changing up and using one, because I probably should be, but we've actually been doing fine without it so far, but we probably are going to need to. Okay.
Take care.
That's a big idol. And we're going to have to go through all of that stuff later. Okay. Can't start it though. We don't have a path to it yet.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
Hey, there's the boss. We can't kill that thing. Can't drop it till we drop him. All right. Now we can drop that. There you go. Pretty quick. But we're going to go ahead because I want to get this bonus right here.
Not happening.
So we're going to go ahead and push on through.
Not happening.
I'm hoping that that method, that way I showed you, the method of starting it offline worked for you, Porsche. I'm hoping. I see you over there on YouTube. I'm hoping that that worked for you. Because playing offline when the server's down is great. Everybody keeps asking me, how are you playing and the servers are down? And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing off my offline character. I glad I have him now, that's for sure.
Not happening. Not happening.
just about got the bonus here. Your paladin is immortal. Yeah, a lot of paladins are doing very well in the game this season for sure. Okay, well, we missed something. Oh, that filled it. Okay, we're good. I should have done it. Let's just grab all this gold. Okay, we're good. I think I haven't decided what I want to do for my next character. I know like I said, first season I did a lot of witch. I did a lot of ballista. I did so I don't know yet what I'm gonna do for my. I got to create an online character. I just don't know what I want to create. I was looking at a Beastmaster this morning, but then the servers were down. Thought about a Necro. Necro is really a strong build if you're able to do the snapshotting. But snapshotting in this game is a little bit weird. I don't know any other way to say it, to be honest.
Take care.
It was a big complaint in season 1 that I had about the way they do snapshotting, because snapshotting is very powerful, but it's just kind of, in monoliths, snapshotting is easy. Outside of monolith, though, it's kind of cumbersome.
Not happening.
Oh, I just saw something. Nope, maybe not.
Not happening. Not happening.
And you can tell right away if you look at my build. My build is not cookie cutter build. It's
Not happening.
a very odd build. Most Heartseeker builds are using shurikens, and they're using maybe decoy, smoke bomb. A lot of them are using smoke bomb. I don't use any of those. I'm strictly using no throw, no. I mean, really, it's a pretty basic build.
Not happening.
The whole goal is to kill everything before it's able to get too close to me.
Easy. Too easy.
And using this Fury, it heals me if I need it. So I have it set up that it can heal me. I am thinking about doing a few changes, like Rain of Arrows. It procs automatically for me based on a few things, but I haven't seen a huge benefit with it. Okay. You know, I kind of count on this, my detonating arrow, instead of using like shurikens or you know, like a melee weapon. I try to pop them with this if I get in close. Um, it usually does the trick, but I have been thinking about dropping this for maybe a melee skill. I haven't decided it yet. I ran into a couple instances yesterday, actually, during the stream where it would have helped if I would have had a melee skill. And I'm like, and a few buffs from them are actually really good too. So, yeah, I'm going kind of back and forth on if I want to add that or not. But because it's my offline character, and I'm getting ready to create an online character, which I was going to do today, but the servers were down. I don't know how much time I'll invest in this. This is going to be my go-to character, probably like on days like today where maintenance is going on, and I want to play. That way I still have an option. So probably this afternoon I'll find time to create an online character. I just have to decide what I want to create. People want to play with me like I've done with all my other games that I play. And I haven't been able to because I created this guy offline. I think that's it. It is. We're good. I just need to figure out what I want to play, what character I want to create.
Yes. Yes. Take
Okay, well. The servers were down this morning for maintenance. Yes, I'm playing my offline character, so yeah. Luckily, I have an offline character that when that happens, I'm still able to play. I don't know if they're still down, but they were down this morning. Okay.
Not happening.
I gotta do my freaking loot filter. This is kind of driving me a little insane doing that. As much as I've been putting it off, I'm gonna have to do it.
Not happening.
Yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I've just been so lazy, honestly. I mean, really, that's the whole truth of the matter. I ain't gonna lie. I've just been lazy to do it, and I have to do it. I can't keep putting it off any longer. This is driving me nuts, not having it.
Not happening.
Yesterday, I ran into a huge mob of elites, and I knew right when I did it that I needed melee. I was like, oops. And I wasn't, you know, it's just I wasn't able to keep up with it. Because the one bad thing about using the detonating arrow, although it does a great amount of damage quickly, it uses a lot of mana. Yeah, filtering some of the exalted stuff is tricky. I had a good filter my last season one. I should try to see if I could pull that in here. I probably could.
Not happening.
But it was written for a different character too, so now he's throwing shurikens right now from that shrine.
Not happening.
And sadly, I'm so lazy that this build, I mean, really, I could probably download one off the internet and just copy paste it right in. But I'm even too lazy to do that. I mean, I'm lucky I changed my gear. I run my gear. You guys know I run my gear till I absolutely have no choice. I'm a pretty lazy guy when it comes. I just want to play. Racks. Oh god, don't get me started on racks. So many run-ins with racks during Diablo 4.
Not happening.
All right, let's go on in. Tell you a funny story about Rax and Darth and those guys. Is 4 or 5 months ago, I made a video calling those guys out about a specific thing that they were misleading people about in Diablo, and they were doing it, in my opinion, on purpose. I called them out on it. Then Diablo turned around and made me a partner, and when I got to be a partner, those guys cried like little bitches to the partner manager. And he said to me, well, I want you to know that, you're a super valued member. That's why we brought you in here, because of the way that you help your people and because you're honest with them. But I want you to know that you can't say that the way you said it when you called those guys out in the past. You need to say it a little bit differently. And I'm like, wait a minute. The whole deal when you brought me in here, the partner program is that you weren't going to tell me what I couldn't say. And that was what I called them out about in the past. Now you're telling me I have to say it differently and I can't say it this, like that. You know what? I'm done. Gone. Left the partner program. And basically, he just proved everything that I had said in my video about those boys. I don't dislike them at all, but I had too many players coming to me and saying, hey, Maid, why are you saying this and showing us this proof? And these guys are saying this. And I'm like, well, who's saying that? And sure enough, I said, show me. And I went, and yep, they sure were. And so I made a video calling them out, and they got super upset about it. And I didn't care. Like, don't care. Yeah, it was super crazy. The funniest part about it is everything that I called them out about, they denied. Those streamers denied. And then when I got made the partner, it all got confirmed. Like saying, well, we don't get paid. Yes, you do. As soon as I got made the partner, yeah, I mean, definitely you get paid. So what they do is with the Diablo team, now each game does it differently, but Diablo, the way they do it is they give you, every time you go live, you get a ruin. And then at the end of the month, you cash the ruins in for cash. So immediately, and I didn't care if you get paid. It was like, who cares? But don't lie and say you don't. And, and some other things that, the DLC, when the new Spiritborn character came out, Rax was on video saying the most polished class ever created by Diablo. Now, anybody that knew and played the game knew that that class was the most broken class there was when it first came out. It was so severely broken, it was doing tens and trillions worth of damage, and they admitted that it was broken. So, I mean, I just had problems with those guys. I don't really want to go into it all, but yeah, it's definitely was an issue.
Not happening.
Yeah, Spiritborn was just so bad. It was very, very broken. Now it's fixed now, but I'll tell you what, when it first came out that first season, which I was telling everybody, you know, hey, if you want to just play and clear everything out and be able to drop all the bosses, play a Spiritborn because it's very, very broken. And this is before Diablo was admitting it and everything. And other streamers were talking about how great it was and it's so polished, it's so well done. I'm just like, what are you guys talking about? What game are you playing, man? But yeah, had some differences, but that's all right. That's what the world's all about. Luckily, me, I don't get worked up about it. Now, those guys got pretty worked up about it. They really did, and they were upset, you know. And I didn't name anybody. I didn't name a single name. I just made a video saying that, hey, some streamers, and everybody knew exactly who I was talking about immediately. And I'm like, well, that's not my fault. That just kind of proves my point. So yeah, then I was in the partner program, and I didn't last long because I just left. I can't have people tell me what I can and can't say. I just refused to do it. And they made me sign an NDA, and I couldn't say anything for quite a while.
Not happening.
And you'll notice that neither one of those guys that I've mentioned are playing Diablo now. And they probably won't again. Yeah, D4 is so bad, bro. It's so broken. I enjoyed it because I told people that it was one of my go-to games when I came home from work and my brain was fried and I didn't want to think and I just wanted to mindlessly kill stuff. That's what Diablo 4 was perfect for. But now, after having the problems I did with them in the partner program, I just decided, you know what? This is just too much drama. I don't need it. Okay, where did we not go here? Oh, straight out. I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed in season 8. When I was in the partner program, I saw what was going on, and they only want 10% of the people to make it to Torment 4. The thing that I used to do with people, run them through dungeons with my mats so they didn't have to go gather mats and help them get mythic gear. They took that ability away. You can't do that anymore. Every single person now has to have the mats to open the chest. And they still don't have any endgame content. All they did was add 3 new bosses. I was still in the partner program when all that was being released and talked about, and when I seen it, I was like, this is, you guys go in the wrong direction here. People play the game. People play Diablo 4 because it is so easy and it's so mindless, and you can just kind of chill out and just kill stuff. You don't have to really work your brain. You know, coming from PoE 1 to Diablo 4, like I said, it was a great game when my brain was fried and I didn't want to think, and all I wanted to do was go in there and mindlessly kill stuff. It was terrific. I don't know. It's just very weird the way they did it. Well, here's why they did it. I'll tell you why they did it. They want people to stay in the game longer. They want the retention. They want retention. They want retention, tension. They don't know how to do end game content. I can tell you that straight up because the developers and the developer forums are like lost. They just don't know what to do. I've always said though, because I played World of Warcraft for nearly 20 years, I always said Blizzard is the most unimaginative development team I've ever seen. Their ideas are very rare and few between. And I left World of Warcraft. I played for almost 20 years, and I left when Pandoria came in because I was like, all right, now you're putting pandas in the game. I'm done. I gotta do my freaking loot filter.
Not happening.
My body tires.
All right, I want this for sure. So let's pop some of these in there. Oh, that's a good one. Ryan, he's a tough boss too. Let's pop there. Destroy whatever created. Okay. All right. Where do we want to throw you at? We'll throw you there. Okay. Can't throw you out. Oh, let's do this first. I don't have any on me. Let's go over here. Okay. Yeah, that's too bad. Okay, so we're just going to go right in here and just throw everything in here because we're going to look at it later. All right, and let's go ahead and go. Yeah, there is a stash button there. I didn't even realize. I always skip it and go over that. I don't know why I do that, but I always do. It's just a bad habit.
Yes.
Okay, what do we want? I'm thinking these ones are always tough. Both the Soulfire Bastions here, the Lich Cremorius use Soul Embers. That one's a tough one. We might want to do that. Or I saw another good one. Is it this one? That one, maybe. And this one's super hard. Always drops a melee weapon. I don't want melee. I shouldn't say super hard. I've done him bunches of times. He wasn't that hard, but every now and then you'll get he can be real rough. Slay enemies, collect as many soul embers as you can before time runs out. It's kind of stupid. I hate that one. So I think that would scale the tower. We've done that one before. I think we're gonna do this one here.
Not happening. Not happening.
Here he comes. I was wondering when you were going to show.
Not happening.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Whole lot of junk though. Holy cow. All right. Well, don't use multi-shot. But you know what? We'll break that. Melee, Shadow Cascade. All right. So, a lot of stuff. Mostly stuff that I will never use. So, we're good. Yeah, I don't know how much time till the server's up. I'm playing my offline character. I don't know. It was off. The server was offline when I started my stream, so I went right to my offline character. That's why I created him. He's always there when I need him. All right, so we're good here.
Yes.
I'm actually surprised it's still down, because that means it's been down for just about a little over 2 hours, 2.5 hours, maybe longer. Been down a while.
Yes. Take care.
All right. Well, we haven't unlocked it yet, so I always want glyphs. I'm a glyph whore. I ain't gonna lie. Glyphs, glyphs, glyphs. Those are shards. Let's go. Let's grab it. I do a lot of crafting when I'm offline. I don't want to bore people with it when I'm streaming. So I need glyphs like crazy.
That was close. Not happening. Not happening.
Okay. Oh, we want this guy. There we go. Always kill those guys. Always.
Not happening.
Current mana gained his ward. Physical poison. Okay.
Not happening. Not happening.
Okay. Okay, now we gotta go all the way around. It's kind of sad. We're gonna waste this nice little buff I have.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. I won't forget.
So we've got it where we got it done now, but I want to get this bonus. I also want to go into the coven there, so let's just clear this all out, grab as much XP as we can.
Not happening.
Seen a lot of nice pieces drop today that, of course, my character can't use, but okay, we're gonna head in there. We're pretty far from getting the bonus though. Let's grab those. We must have missed a big area. Not really, huh? Yeah, maybe. Let's go ahead and finish those up first.
Easy. Too easy.
Really want to get that bonus, so let's go ahead and finish this off. I'll probably get enough to get the bonus when I'm inside there, but just to make sure so I don't have to come back out here and do more, we're just going to drop it all right now.
Not happening. Not happening.
Okay.
Not happening.
All right, well, that should be about enough. Now we'll go inside there. Hopefully we'll get enough in there to finish up the bonus. I'm sure we will. Okay, we got a little bit more over here we could even knock out real fast. How the heck did I miss you guys? Okay, here we go.
Not happening. Easy.
Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, didn't see you there.
Not happening.
I almost hate creating another character, online character, so because now I'm gonna have to go through this whole leveling process again. But that's the nature of the beast, right? Oh, it's a big place. I think I saw something over here. Oh, we already killed it.
Not happening.
Man, I've got so many freaking idols in my stash too. I just probably need to start ignoring them.
They work to get back there.
All right. Now, what direction did we not do? Oh, I see. I'm surprised to hear the servers are still down. That's crazy. That's long maintenance. And why are they doing a maintenance during the prime game time? I have no idea. I mean, it's not prime time. I guess a lot of people are at work, but us old retired bastards, this is prime game time. So I switched to flurry right here when I need to heal, because it'll heal me for every hit.
Not happening.
Oh, it's a weird helmet. Oh, didn't see you there. Switch to flurry right away. Well, what was this? Bow of acid.
Easy. Too easy.
That's why I don't have any melee weapons right there. I don't know, Mark. It's been quite a while. It's been down. I'm playing on my offline character. I know it's been down 2.5, 3 hours now. It's a long. I'm surprised they're doing the maintenance during the day. I don't understand why they didn't do it at the middle of the night, unless there was some reason they couldn't automate it and they wanted to get in there and do some type of physical changes. It's very strange. But yeah, I'm playing my offline character. This is why I recommend everybody to have an offline character, because when the servers are down, this is great. Oh, I didn't want to grab that. Oh well. But yeah, it seems like the servers have been down for quite a while. I've been hearing it from people that I was going to create an online character this morning so I could play with people because they've been asking me to. And I went to create it and servers were down for maintenance. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm playing offline. You can play offline. I'll show you how. Here. Let me do this real quick. There is a problem if you don't do it a specific way. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it. Let me just get this stuff done here real quick. There's actually nothing there I want to do. So here, let me show you exactly how. Here, let me do this first. I'm sorry. I'll show you. There is a way you can play offline. It is. Where do we do that one? It's a very simple method, but you have to do it as a very specific way. Okay. So here, the way I'm going to do this. Let's go back to town, and I'll show you. People, I showed it to people earlier how you have to do it. So you can't do it from the game menu. You have to go all the way back to the desktop. You have to do it this method. This is the only method you can do offline mode that works every single time. So exit. You have to do it from Steam. Don't do it from the game menu. If the server's down, it won't work, because if you're doing it from the game menu, for some reason, it keeps wanting to access the server. So go here to the Steam, go to play, choose offline. All right. Don't use this. Don't always just choose offline, say play, and it works every single time, because this method doesn't access the server at all. This method doesn't need access to the server. It doesn't need any of that. And it'll bring you right in. And you'll say play offline. And boom, you're in. Now you can't move an offline character to online, just so people are aware of that. But that's how you play offline, and it'll work every single time. I hope that helps. It is kind of funky the way they do it. I mean, I don't know why it errors out when you're saying offline, but it does try to access the server. That's why you have to do it that method. All right. I haven't liked that one. The gambler is just kind of stupid. And this one I think is actually pretty tough. Let's go. Well, first we should probably do that, but let's go do this first. We can do that first. I think the last time I did this guy, he was pretty tough.
Not happening. Not happening.
Luckily, my resistances are very, very good.
Not happening.
But he's still tough. He gets his shield back up pretty quickly. That's what makes him tough, because you constantly have to burn down his shield. In this game, I guess they call it ward, but it's a shield. There you go. Wish you luck, Mark. Hopefully it works for you, bro. You'll have to create a new character and offline, but I mean, it's worth it because this is going to happen more often. They're going to be taking their servers down, doing this. And if they're going to be doing it during the day, that blows. I mean, that's why I'm like so glad I had this character. All right, well, we could take that stuff and sell it, but I don't want to waste my time with it. Okay. How many times am I going to get those and get that? Holy smokes. I think I already have that too, but I don't know. All right. Let's do this. Telling you, man, I got too many relics. They're just I'm overflowing with them now. It's getting a little bit crazy. Do I already have this? No, I guess I don't. All right, that's part of that set for that bear. And we're gonna go ahead. Whoops. Go ahead and put all this stuff in here. We'll take a look at it later. All right.
Not happening. Not happening.
Here he is, my buddy. He's a badass too. Better have a lot of resistance for him. And he gets his shield up real quick too.
Not happening.
That hurt. See, you really gotta get out of his stuff fast.
Not happening.
Ow. As long as I use flurry, I can keep up with most of it. But yeah, he's tough.
Not happening.
This world ends. Do you deny it?
Not happening.
Hurt. Ooh, baby.
Changes anything. This world is already dead.
All right, what do we want here? Memory of light. Increase critical strike chance. I like 12 faith. Yeah, we want that. Oh, wait. I almost want to take that and break it because I want that leeching. Let's see if it'll... All right, we're done. Where the heck? Okay. Why did it take me here? That's weird. What the heck did it do here? We lost the let's do this. Huh, we lost the vendor. It's interesting. It's interesting. I haven't seen it do that problem before, but the vendor's definitely gone. Okay, it's interesting. Okay, so this one, let me just do a quick check here. Did this one. We didn't get this one completed either, I don't think. We're just kind of jumping around a little bit. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, we're far from. We didn't even start this one, did we? Okay. And this one. Yeah, you can just keep doing these for infinity. That's where we were. We haven't started that one, and we haven't started that one. This one, and this one we've done. This one's actually completed. This one's completed. This one's completed. This one is not. Okay. Let's go over here and jump over here to the 71 for a little bit. What level am I actually? 76. Oh yeah, we're a little bit late getting here. All right. Glyphs. Yes, we love glyphs. Give me glyphs. I'm gonna have to get offline here soon. My dog is not a happy camper right now. It's not my fault either. I tried to let him out before we went online. He didn't want to go. He was too lazy. Now he wants to, of course.
Not happening.
Oh, still more. All right.
Not happening.
Ooh, baby. Come on. There's a boss up here. Or a leader. This is a boss.
Not happening.
Okay. Dead shark. Wow, that was a big area of damage right there. Tell you what. Another boss over here. Cool. So we got credit for it being done. I want this bonus here.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. That was close. Not happening.
All right, we should be able to fill up the rest of the bonus bar
Too easy.
inside the coven area, I think. Let's just
Not
go ahead.
happening.
Okay, let's go ahead and go back. Hopefully we can fill it. I mean, I don't want to come back out here and have to keep finding areas that we didn't do, but we might. Let's see.
Not happening.
Ah.
Not happening. Not happening.
Oh, hello. Scared me. Okay.
Not happening.
I have never seen anybody, and maybe it's just I haven't looked for it. I haven't seen not people really using the set equipment very much, the set gear. Maybe it's because it's, in my opinion, it's not so great, but maybe I'm wrong. I just haven't seen too many people wearing it. I get a lot of it.
Not happening.
We can see in this boss a lot.
Not happening.
right, dagger. I didn't want to grab that. Too late.
Not happening.
Really don't like this one. Don't like that one either. It is what it is. All right. Well, got both of those pieces already. Actually, I probably have all of those. There's those right there. And those we don't actually have, so we'll just do this for now. A lot of stuff. I said I wanted to break this because I wanted that leech. All right. Best new feature they did right there. Great new feature. It's one of the things, this is what I begged for in season 1, made a big video about it as a matter of fact, because you have to, I don't know if it's true in season 2, probably is, but in season 1, in order to do some final upgrades to your gear, you had to run dungeons, and you had to run for every single point on that one piece of gear. You had to run the dungeon over and over and over and over. So constantly running those mazes to get into the boss was ridiculous, and I begged for this. So seeing this makes me super happy. So obviously I wasn't the only one begging for it. We did not get enough to finish this full bonus, so we are, well, let's see. We are going to have to go back out and try to find something else to kill. Yeah, we are. Son of a gun. All right, not a big deal, but I want that bonus, so let's see. I thought we cleared this. Oh, no, we did not. Look at that. Perfect. Well, that's not enough to finish. Oh, it was. It was just enough. Wow, perfect. Okay, awesome. So this right here, guys, is exactly why you want an offline character. Because when the servers are going through what they're going through today, and they're going to be doing it in the future too, you have something to still go and play. Or you could just go play another game as well. I mean, that's true too. I play a lot of different games, so you could even do that. Hmm. Why would you not want arena? Those are the simplest, fastest ones to do. And storm so okay. Got a lot of points to spread around there. All right. Okay, I got to get offline. The dog is not gonna tolerate much more of this. So we're gonna go ahead and end it with that. What a blast we had today. Super, super fun. We'll be back again tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. Maybe with an online character tomorrow. We'll see if I can get it created this afternoon. Got to do my loot filter sometime this afternoon too. Until then, guys, be safe, be kind, as I always say, and I will see you all again very soon. Thank